about how to get on a gluten-free diet. There are many steps to going about this. The first step is to first decide if you need to be on a gluten-free diet. The second step is to decide what foods you need to avoid, and then what foods you can eat. And the last two steps include, um, well, first being patient and just sticking through the diet, giving it some time. And then the last step is to enjoy the benefits of being on the diet. So you guys might be asking, well, who goes on a gluten-free diet? Like, why would I need to care about this? And actually, more than 20 million Americans have a gluten sensitivity and might not even know it. And then there's another 1 in every 133 Americans that have celiac disease but also aren't aware of it. So I'm going to list out some symptoms that people have with having gluten sensitivities or reactions to gluten. And if you have 4 or more of these symptoms, you might want to especially pay attention to the rest of my speech because it's going to help you know what to do to maybe help your symptoms. So these include having a lot of like bloatiness, gassiness, excessive like diarrhea or constipation, and then there's also other ones that are totally unrelated, just like headaches or joint pain, skin rashes, and anxiety or depression. So if you have 4 or more of these, then you might have a gluten sensitivity or even celiac disease, which celiac disease is different in that you can treat it by going on a 100% gluten-free diet. So the second step in this process is deciding what foods you need to avoid. Now this includes, or gluten includes any foods that have wheat, barley, or rye in it. And as you might know, a lot of breads have wheat in it. So obviously you have to avoid eating breads. And so that includes the cakes, cookies, like don't want to go to Panera Bread and get a bagel or anything. But there's also a lot of foods that are less obvious that have gluten in them. Beer contains barley, so people that are over 21, you want to avoid drinking beer. There's also a lot of processed foods have gluten as a filler, and so you want to look on the label, make sure there's no gluten in processed foods that you're eating. And then lastly, a lot of sauces, dressings, and marinades have gluten in them. So if you're having a salad or any meat, you want to make sure that it's gluten-free as well. So that's the second step. The third step in this is decide what foods you can eat. And this is one of the most important steps because it keeps you in like a good perspective with like what you can eat. And so even though you can't have a lot of the basic grains, you can still have other grains. And this includes corn, potato flour, and rice flour. And that's, like being gluten-free myself, that's something I focus on a lot. I like having rice check cereal. I like getting my grains through like potatoes and then corn chips. I love corn chips. And so that's important to realize what foods you can have, that you can still eat your grains. You don't just have to eat fruits and vegetables all day. You can still have grains with a gluten-free diet. So the next step is to give it some time. You might feel like you're getting frustrated, you don't know what to eat, but you can still find the foods you can have and just keep a good perspective on it and stay positive. And lastly, the last step is to enjoy your new diet and enjoy the benefits from it. And this includes saving money on not going out to eat as much because going out to eat, it's harder to find those foods. And also just enjoying the healthy benefits. You'll be more aware of what you put in your body by looking at the nutrition facts label. So I hope you guys learned how to go on a gluten-free diet and you can apply it to yourself.